Now, brand finance does an incredible job of analyzing and reporting on the most valuable, and
Hmm.
that list has a bottom to it, the less valuable brands out in the world. Being able to see that, being able to kind of see the analytics behind it, what are the leaders in brand valuation doing that the laggards aren't? Are there some things that just kind of cut that, like, oh, very myriad of different verticals, da 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 da, but most of them are doing this on the leaderboard? Let's start there.
Can I disagree with your premise?
Hit me.
I don't think it's about big doing something better than small or small necessarily. I think it's about brands because different brands are doing different things. Some brands want to be big, some
Mm-hmm.
want global domination.
Right.
Right. Others are like, I'm happy to stay in my lane. What's the old movie? And it's like, you got to dance like this. It's Will Smith talking to Kevin, saying, you got to
Oh God, yes.
hitch
Hitch,
or something like that,
yes,
right? You got to stay in
yes.
your lane, right? And so sometimes small brands or smaller, relatively smaller
Yeah,
brands, right,
yeah.
are doing the job that others need to follow. So
Mm-hmm.
our
Oh,
top brands
absolutely.
in the world, and you can look them up at our Global 500. Not going to ping on any of them,
No,
but
we love it.
a lot of the usual suspects that you might imagine. Some
Mm-hmm.
others that
Mm-hmm.
you may not know and may even wonder why or question all that. But there are other brands down the list and other brands in some of our other nation list or sector lists that are doing an amazing job and are really strong. So let us do ping on a particular brand, like one brand that I think will hopefully resonate with a lot of people, and hopefully it's not too overused. It is often one of our strongest brands. Is a brand like Ferrari,
Mm.
right? Incredible brand, very focused in what they're
Yeah,
trying to
they know
do.
exactly what they're doing.
Like, how does one of the top 10 brands not look at Ferrari and see what they're doing, right? Like, and
Mm-hmm.
and and they're not, in the top 50 or something like that. They have a lot of brand value, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They do. They're not small necessarily. But if you think about their target, right? Like, I can't afford
You're in good company.
Ferrari. But they do an incredible number of things really well. They're incredibly disciplined about all their standards, about what they want their brand, experience to be like. Not only for themselves, but if they partner with other people for other products, right? Things like that, or other experiences in their sponsorship. We know they're big in, obviously Formula One and some other areas.
Mm-hmm.
So those kinds of examples exist. But disagreeing slightly with the premise of your question, back to the meat of your question around the notion of what do really strong brands do, or really good brands do,
Right.
right? This is where we touched on it. We hinted at it briefly about marketers having confidence. The other thing, I brought in the notion of accounting. Marketers or branders need to think about finance. They need to think about accounting. And guess what? They need to speak CFO, right?
Yes,
Right. They
absolutely.
gotta. If we often say, accounting is the language of finance. Finance is the language of business. We recently have noticed, and was confirmed by an article that we saw, that CFOs are becoming often CEOs a little bit more often. That's increasing. So think about it. You're a CMO and you've got a partner as CFO who's more likely to become your boss. Now's the time to
Yes.
get in that same room, get
Mm-hmm.
in with common language, get in under shared understanding of what the business is, get a shared understanding of what you're supposed to do as CMO or
Mm-hmm.
CBO, Chief Brand Officer, so that, if that human becomes your boss, you're ready, right? And you've got brand at that level. So there's that notion of common understanding, common KPIs, and knowing that you've committed to brand as a thing that you're not just going to look at an M&A occasion. You're
Right.
going to look at it, throughout the year as an ongoing metric. You're going to track it. You're going to get data to support it. You're going to talk to your customers to help input into how you track your brand, and you're in a sense going to live by the sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and and so I think it's having that courage, having that confidence that that's what it's going to be, and that's what really good brands have done.